It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys.
Forgive us, Father, for we are about to sin and be very naughty boys. All right. Well, welcome back to our, year 2 of the Sleepy Boys. Unfortunately, we couldn't all be here, but we are joined by two of the most commonly occurring members of the Sleepy Boy cast. You've got myself and as
Subtext
pretty
being
much
the two that have no lives.
subtext being the two that aren't married, don't have girlfriends, and have no real fucking lives. Mark and Jeff, welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
wombs are
So
where we grow people.
wombs are, yeah, yes they are, buddy. Yes they are. All right, so Jeff, we're both gamers, right?
Yeah,
You ever played Skyrim or any of the other Elder Scrolls games?
no, for a very
You have an addictive personality, I know.
it's 100% that, but it's more it's a combination of the addictive personality, but then also like there are just too many options.
Oh yeah.
In games like
So
that, I will play it for 3 months, staying up way too late, and I won't progress through the story.
yeah, I feel that. So okay, but you know like what a Khajiit is from the Skyrim things? It's the large cat people.
Okay.
So I had a thought. You know how like when when cats stick their head into like glasses and whatever, their face just stretches out into the glass, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that happens with cat people?
Not only that, I also think that you can defeat a cat person just by getting a box.
I mean, I really do feel like there is something about like being a cat person, like that's gotta be a major thing, you know?
So here's my thing, and it's I think everyone knows how much cats love boxes and will try and fit in any fucking box they see.
Right. The joke is,
Not
as the joke goes, if I fits, I sits. Like
exactly,
even big cats apply to this.
and that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like tigers and lions do it.
Yeah.
So if there's a cat person, 100%.
I mean, I get why people want to fuck them. I do. But like, for
I don't
being,
know. Just with as dismissive as cats are in general, can you imagine how passionless that sex is?
here's the thing: is I used to have cats, and one of the cats was not fixed. I can tell you that that cat sex is not passionless, bud. It is horrifying to listen to.
But that's with other cat people. With regular people, I'm assuming we're boring to them, so they're just like, "Oh, whatever."
Well, here's the thing: is I feel like it's less painful if it's human, because as you know, cats have those barbed
Less
penises.
painful for the cat.
Right, that's what I'm
Cats
saying.
have barbed penises too? Why do so many creatures in the animal world have fucked up genitals?
I actually know the answer to this.
Well, ducks, it's because of rape.
Ducks have corkscrew penises, not barbed penises,
Yes, but ducks have corkscrew penises
because of rape.
because
Right.
they rape female ducks so much that their vaginas went all corkscrew shaped.
Did you just say virgina?
No, but I wish I did because that sounds funny to me.
I feel
I
like you
should
did
I
say
should have said,
virgina.
should have said birdgina.
Oh, even better. But no, so I actually know that the reason why a lot of animals have barbed penises, and that
Which is
is for the simple fact
oh, I think I just figured it out.
it is easier to remove like a competitor's semen from the vagina with the barbs and put your own back in.
Oh, I was wrong. Okay.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was if the female wants to get away, the barbs make it harder because like the cat's like velcroed on.
Much less rapey. Much
That's
less
good.
rapey.
It's
Um,
crazy that ducks are the biggest rapers.
nope, they're not actually. Dolphins are.
Dolphins or are you really?
Dolphins are
I know that dolphins can they're like us. They can also have sex for fun. So
dolphins. Yeah. Well, dolphins are not only murder or are not only rapists. They are murder rapists.
oof. I knew
So
sharks were too.
dolphins will tear the heads off of fish and then use their corpses as fleshlights.
Oh man, Flipper just got a lot darker.
Yeah, dolphins are fucked up, man.
You know who else is?
Pigs.
Otters.
Otters? Really?
Otters rape baby seals to death.
Well, seals are assholes, though, if you're being real.
But they're not.
Here's the thing about seals is I'm thinking of sea lions. But no, but seals or sea lions, one of the two. But seals are like major predators for otters. So I get why they would want to get rid of them.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, if you look at the food chain,
I also
otters...
constantly forget that otters can live in the ocean, too.
Yeah,
I always think of them as river animals. It's like, no, there are sea otters.
there are sea otters, yeah. Huh. Well, how about that? First thing that comes up when I Google, do seals eat otters? Otters, the violent necrophiliac serial-killing fur monsters of the ocean. I
Holy
guess I
shit.
stand corrected.
Well, so what you're saying is, someday a seal is going to go Liam Neeson, John Wick on a bunch of otters.
I hope so. Liam Neeson didn't play John Wick, but I hope so.
No. I meant like Liam Neeson Taken or Keanu and John Wick.
No, I know what you meant. I was just being a cock.
Did you hear about the bullshit with ERCOT?
What the fuck is ERCOT?
Texas's energy like monopoly.
ERCOT? How do you spell? Oh, ERCOT. There you go.
ERCOT.
No, what's going on?
So back during the ice storm, they're like, hey, we're not prepared to deal with cold weather, so a lot of you are going to lose power.
Right, I remember that.
Well, they sent out another fucking thing today, like, hey, now that it's hot, a lot of you are going to lose power.
Oh my god, get your shit together.
Yeah, well, it's the only non-regulated electrical grid in the country, and shock, it's been poorly maintained. So they sent out a fucking email today like, hey, try and keep your AC down. Try not using laundry or ovens in the hottest time of day. And it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, so I just finally was like, all right, I gotta turn down the AC.
That's fucked. So
Luckily, I'm on the same grid as a hospital, so mine's not going to go out.
there you go. So, speaking of large corporations taking full advantage of people,
McDonald's.
well, actually, no. You know how we've talked about in the past how, Pride Month, all the big major corporations come out and they're like, hey, we support gay. We're all gay.
We support you for these 30 days.
Yeah. You know what company I'm genuinely surprised hasn't done anything for Gatorade because it fits. Oh wait. You know what company would be perfect for Pride Month because it
Is it
fits.
Gatorade?
It's Gatorade. Fuck.
Oh, that was too funny.
Yeah.
So, one of these podcasts that I really love and listen to, it's called Middle of Somewhere. And the host one day got bored and started looking up. So you know how you can get vanity plates on your car?
Yeah.
Well, evidently, in California at least, you have to submit it to the DMV and get approved to be allowed to.
Right.
And they release them online. Or at least they release the ones that don't get approved. One of the ones that wasn't approved, you're going to fucking love this. And I can't believe it didn't get approved. Gamer. Gaymer. And their explanation was, I'm gay and a gamer.
Yeah, I've heard the term. Yeah, gamer is a very popular thing.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let him have it as his, what's it called, as his license plate.
Well, that's dumb.
I know, right? Stupid people are stupid.
Stupid people are the stupidest. Okay, so speaking of weird, of non-traditional, relationships, I've got one for you.
Speaking of homosexuality.
Nope. Just non-traditional.
Okay.
Just non-traditional. So a couple from Topeka, Kansas, by the names of John and Darla Crocker, were at the time of this article, they were married they'd been married for 14 months, and they had been abstinent the entire time.
And legally they weren't married.
You're right. No, you're right. Wait, no, I'm sorry.
Reasons you can get a wedding marriage annulled.
I misread this. This couple remained abstinent through their first 2 years of marriage, on top of their 14-month courtship. So, when asked about this, Darla, the wife, says, "If it was holy before, it must be doubly holy afterwards." They've been married, like I said, over 2 years. Wow. It had been over 2 years since they got married, again, at the time of this article. And they had never had any sexual contact at all. They,
That's insane.
Everything they do normal. They go to work, they come home, they have a social calendar, things like that. No, nothing of that. But the most they've done is they kiss. And in Darla's words, when they start to have bedroom thoughts, Darla pulls away to spray cold misted water on her face. As funny as that is, do you want to know what John does to get himself out of the mood?
Sprays it on his dick?
Nope. He eats a raw potato. A whole fucking raw potato.
Honest to God, I thought you were going to say like, when you said he eats I thought you were going to follow that with like a jalapeno or some shit.
Nope, he eats a raw potato, and that's how he gets himself out of the mood. And you know what? I am curious to see...
Isn't that bad for you? Aren't potatoes supposed to be cooked?
I don't fucking know anymore, man. I mean, shit.
Potatoes are supposed to be cooked unless they're preventing sex.
Sure. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
This is fucking insane.
Oh, okay. So speaking of people from other states, did you hear that Alabama's getting ready to cancel homeschool, like as a whole?
Interesting.
What's even more interesting is the reason.
Too much incest?
Too many teachers are sleeping with their students.
Yep, that's Alabama.
Alabama for you. Speaking of Alabama, do you realize that Greek mythology...
That one's a joke, right?
Yeah, it's probably definitely 100% a joke.
I think it's important for us to make sure we say that.
Oh, what do we... Actually, do we have any listeners from Alabama? Let me take a look. I can see that.
I can't imagine we do.
We have less than 1% of our listenership from Alabama. And 100% of those listeners are from Birmingham. So I can't specify how many people that is, but less than 1% of our listenership has come from Alabama. So I'm not too worried about it.
I mean, okay.
Also talking about Alabama, you know what's crazy to think about?
Incest?
Yes, actually, and that I'm glad you brought that up. Greek mythology is literally just a bunch of Alabama stereotypes if you gave them all superpowers.
Yeah.
And I fucking love it.
Incest, bestiality.
All of it. Here's the thing. Like, can you imagine, if you will, in the year one...
Getting drunk nonstop.
True that. Can you imagine, if you will, being in the year one, and you're at a party, all your family's there, family get-together, family reunion, and you're sitting down next to your brother, and he's like, "I don't know if you've been looking at our sister's ass over there, but kind of want to get all up in that." And Zeus looks at you and says, "Dude, what the fuck? That's my wife."
Zeus is the one saying it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I know Zeus is the one that fucks. Maybe Kratos had the right idea with the whole...
Just tear it apart?
Murdering everybody. Since we're on the train of incest anyway, Ireland...
Well, hang on. You know what else is crazy? Is according to Greek mythology, the people engaging in bestiality the most aren't even the gods. They're regular humans that the gods go to as animals.
Yeah. Like imagine having an eagle fly in your window and just being like, "Oh, goddamn. Oh, fuck, yeah."
How do birds impregnate? I thought they had cloacas.
They do.
Do they have
Except for ducks. We know that ducks have dicks.
Well, I'm assuming every fucking animal does.
Whoa.
They have to have some way of transferring the semen to the egg.
Duck comes from... Duck is a combination of the words dick fuck. Guys, I just solved it. I just fucking solved it. The name Duck comes from the word dick fuck. Fuck yeah.
I'm so proud.
I'm so proud of me. I'm so proud of me. But no, so on the topic of incest and trying to prevent incest and all that, Iceland's population is so small that they have like dating apps that are anti-incest to make sure you don't
Oh yeah,
accidentally, to make
I
sure you don't
saw
accidentally
that.
hook up with a relative.
It's so crazy.
I mean, it's kind of crazy, but at the same time, like, good on them for doing that, because otherwise you end up with Ireland and, all of their inbreeding issues that you have. I hope we don't
I
have
didn't
anybody.
know Ireland had a lot of inbreeding issues.
So, I was watching SNL, and I know that it's supposed to be a satire, but they brought up a lot of really good points about, like, how many, like, very stereotypical, like, inbreeding issues there are in Ireland from, like, if you just look at people, like, they've got pasty skin, very common sign in incest. Things like, they got very
Pasty skin's also a sign when you live in a place that's overcast for like all
true.
of
You're
three
not
months.
wrong there. You're not wrong there, but they also have very brittle bones. They've also got God, I don't remember what it is. But red hair. Red hair is a very common sign of incest because you need two people with the same recessive gene hooking up in order to receive that.
Man, I really don't like that. I mean, I'm
Eventually you're
Irish.
gonna
I don't want to think this is somewhere in my background.
eventually you're gonna run out of options, man. And also I see the anti-rape condom you put on, and that thing is
Yeah.
absolutely fucking terrifying to look at. Not because I plan on raping anybody, but in case you ever come across a crazy that just likes to fuck with things.
Oh my God, right? But I say go for it. Well, so if you guys are just listening, well, even if you're watching, you're not going to see this.
There's no
I just shared
watch.
a picture of in South Africa. They made an anti-rape device that it looks like a weird cup with a bunch of barbs inside of it, and it's literally meant to be inserted into a woman's vagina like a tampon.
God, I can't
And
even look at this anymore.
yeah, you can go ahead and delete it.
Oh
And
fuck, that's
if they're raped, there's barbs on the inside that will um, that will
it
go
latches
poke
on.
at
It latches
yeah
on when you pull out.
yeah to the man's penis, and it's the funniest fucking thing about this is some people were, of course, men, lawmakers were like, I don't know, I don't think we should use it. This thing should be allowed because it's such extreme, torturous methods, and it's like, yeah, we're talking about rape, which is also a very extreme bad thing. You fucking idiot.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely agree that people should be able to use them. I'm like I just said. Like I said, I'm just afraid I'm gonna date crazy one day, stick my dick in, and have it stuck in something like that.
I mean, crazy attracts crazy, bro.
I'm not crazy.
Uh,
I'm not destroy your genitalia crazy. That's not the kind of crazy I am.
true, true.
But anyway,
You
so
are slightly masochistic crazy, though. Not that
what?
masochism's crazy, it's just not my bag.
Wait, how am I a masochist?
Not physically, but emotionally.
Oh, I just like being emotionally abused. That's fair. That's
Track
fair.
record. You also emotionally abuse yourself a lot.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
If we're being honest, basically this podcast is emotionally abusing you.
I wouldn't keep coming back if I wasn't happy doing what I'm doing.
Exactly, that's why it's a fetish.
Um, so speaking of weird, I mean, we're on we're on the ball with sexual things tonight.
I
Uh,
mean, usually,
that's nothing out of the ordinary, if we're being real.
right?
Did you know that Adam West and Frank Grishin were once kicked out of an orgy?
I heard Frank, what was his last name?
Orshin?
He was Robin, right?
No, that was Riddler.
Well, I heard that the guy that played Robin, like one of his big issues was that Adam West wouldn't like just fucked so much, like to the point where like Adam West was like bringing him to orgies to like hey, let's have some fun. Tonight it's a day off acting or whatever, and he was like, it's too much. I just can't do it.
I mean, good for him for standing up for himself, but yeah. So George Gershon, he played the Riddler, right?
Okay.
So Adam West and Frank Gershon were so determined to stay in character as Batman and the Riddler that they got thrown out of an orgy.
That right there, that's committing to the craft.
Like, I love doing the Easter Bear shit. If you haven't watched Easter Bear, it's on our YouTube channel. It's really fun. But like, there comes a point where you gotta just let it go.
And that point is usually when having sex.
Unless you're doing like a sexy thing. But yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard to make the Riddler sexy.
Ah, riddle me this, Batman. What's that in my trousers? It's my cock.
God, imagine, oh man, imagine the Jim Carrey Riddler trying to,
That's just Jim
trying
Carrey
to go
having
to the bone
sex.
zone.
That's just Jim Carrey having sex, man. Let's be real
Well,
here.
I mean, evidently it was good enough because Jenny McCarthy was with him for a while. And don't get me wrong, she's a fucking idiot when it comes to, science, but she's also very, very, very hot.
I'll give you that. Yeah, Jenny McCarthy is fairly hot.
She was a playmate.
But can we also talk about what was her name from fucking Dumb and Dumber? Mary Swanson.
Samsonite. I was way off.
That's not what I meant. Sorry. Speaking of not being able to get her name right. Oh, what was her name?
Because I remember seeing something recently.
Lauren Holly. Lauren Holly, that's her name.
She's really pretty, and I looked her up. I was like, holy shit, that's Mary Swanson.
So Lauren Holly was, she's from Pennsylvania. Let's see, she was in What Women Want.
No.
Let's see, I'm trying to just see things I recognize. Let's see. Oh. She was in an Archie film.
The porn?
No, Archie like Riverdale?
Yeah, there's a porn parody.
Is there really? What's it called?
I don't know. Stars the late great August Ames as Veronica.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't it. But no, Lauren Holly played Betty from that.
Interesting.
Let's see. Like, I'd say her first major role, like in a film, was probably Dumb and Dumber.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Whoa, she was in Spirited Away.
Who?
She played Chihiro's mother.
So interesting to me.
Yeah.
I find it so interesting how so many big name Hollywood characters are voice actors.
It's insane. Well, what's crazy to me was...
Lauren Holly?
Yeah, Lauren Holly.
Looking her up too.
Okay, so well, speaking of big name actors and shit, that was the exact thought I had when I was watching fucking Invincible.
Oh yeah, there were so many in there.
Like, I mean, Stephen Yeun, of course, everyone knows he was Glenn from The Walking Dead, who I'm still mad about. Huh?
He was the Glenn.
Yeah, I'm still mad about what they did to Glenn, but we'll move on from that.
That was brutal.
It was horrible to watch. Like, you've got Stephen Yeun, you have J.K. Simmons. Obviously, you can't have a superhero project without J.K. Simmons in it.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Michael Richardson, who's got that, he played the Mahler twins, but he's got that voice that everyone has heard. Like, there's not a single like TV show that you can see that he hasn't been in. I recognize him more
from his voice than from what he looks like, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, this girl was in Down Periscope.
I've never actually seen that.
It's fucking hilarious. Check it out. She looks really good in it too.
Okay, I'll give it a look. And then you've got, Jason Mantzoukas, who played Rex Splode, that like he's got the same voice in everything he ever does.
Oh yeah.
And I love it. And then they threw a curveball when they cloned Rex Splode and he was talking like a normal fucking person. I was like, that sounds weird. I don't like that.
Man, you're missing some of the biggest ones in my mind. Fucking,
Clancy Brown, Mark Hamill.
no. Um, Jesus, Zazie Beetz.
Are you serious? Mark Hamill is
Gillian.
not one of the big ones?
No, he is. It's just that wasn't what I was thinking. But
Oh, okay.
Zazie Beetz, Gillian Jacobs, Zachary Quinto.
Yeah, Zachary Quinto. You know, I'm going to be honest, I never really was a huge fan of Zachary Quinto.
I loved Heroes. That was
I
the first
never
season.
actually finished watching Heroes. I only got about
Neither did I.
5 or 6 episodes in. He
Season
was
one I
also
loved.
he was also Spock, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Or a Spock.
He
Oh
is Spock.
God, I really want to get into voice acting. That's like one of my dreams, but I just
I
don't
would
have
love it.
talent.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I would just be an insult. Also, you know, like you get the cameo actor or voice actors like fucking Seth Rogen every twice during the series.
All right, Alan the
Like, God, I gotta be honest. Like, it's great seeing all these fucking characters or voice actors rather. Also, I need to watch Loki. I know I need to watch Loki. It's got
so good.
it's got Owen Wilson, but he looks like he kind of looks like Howard Stark.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, he looks good with gray hair.
Fuck it, I'm un-Owening your Wilson. Now
I
you
saw
get
that.
now you get Luke Wilson. I googled Lauren Holly titties, and wow, I don't think any of these are actually Lauren Holly,
Yeah, that happens.
except for that one scene when
the one with
the
the headlights.
the headlights. Yeah. So
First time as a child, I was like, "Oh, that's what."
you were
That's
just
what it
confused.
feels
That's what
like
boobies
to
look
be,
like.
no, to be truly disappointed.
My God, no kidding. So what's funny is when I was in middle school, we had a fucking smoking hot substitute teacher come in one day, and there was a couple of guys in my homeroom class that were just trying to be funny fuckers, right? And they're like, "Hey, we wrote a note and put it on her desk," and so
Oh no.
so she, you know, after you know teaching for a while, she goes back and sits down at her desk and she picks up the note. And on the note, these fuckers wrote, "Are those headlights real?"
Wow.
Yeah, and we were like 12, 13 years old.
What pieces of shit.
And do you want to know what happened after that?
The entire like Donnie Darko, you had to all write it out so they could do handwriting analysis.
No. They just called everyone to they held back the class,
Yeah.
rightfully so, and and the principal came in. And he stands at the front of the classroom and he's like, "All right, I want to know who did it." And you know, these were a couple of the more popular kids that nobody really fucked with. And
Yep.
and finally I was just like, "You know what? Fuck this." I was like, "It was these two assholes. Like they think they were being funny. Can I go home now?" And and so like the principal was like, "Did you boys do it?" And, "Oh, no, we didn't mean to." And then so they got
I
pissed
didn't
off.
mean to sexually harass someone.
We didn't mean to sexually harass a substitute teacher that's just trying to do her best. So yeah,
To be honest, probably still pretty young and green when it comes to teaching. So
she was probably, I'd say she was probably like, oh man, I just got really depressed. She was probably about my age now.
no, dude, she was probably younger. She was probably a lot of substitute teachers are right out of college and they haven't been able to land a full teaching gig yet.
Yeah, so younger than me. Anyway,
Yeah.
sad fact of life aside. So I was just like, and you know, I was fed up with these dumbasses. I hated dealing with their bullshit all the time. And so yeah, I left. I left, and a couple of days later, unfortunately we had like multiple classes together. So I'm sitting in our
I was gonna say, what were the consequences?
well, we had wood shop, and they were right outside our wood shop class. We had to wait out. We couldn't just go into wood shop. We had to wait in our outside of the class until our teacher got there. So these two assholes tried to corner me and like strong arm me. Now this was right after I hit my growth spurt, so I wasn't fucking with it.
How
So they're
stupid are they?
they're trying to get rough with me, and one of them pulls back to punch me, and I moved, and the guy fucking full on fist through the glass of the fire extinguisher right next to the door.
Oh, was that one of those ones that's alarmed?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Guess what happened next?
They got in no trouble whatsoever.
So the principal comes down. Because not only did the alarms go off in that area, the alarms went off around the whole school.
Yeah.
The school evacuated. We found out figured out where the alarm went off, and they pulled that entire class, and once again, like, pulled them aside, like, so what happened? And everyone was kind of like, oh, no, oh, we didn't really see what happened. And I was just like, look, man, principal fucko, you saw us the other day. These assholes wrote a harassing note to our substitute teacher. I ratted them out. They decided they wanted to try throwing some hands with me. I just got out of the way, and they punched the fire extinguisher.
And?
And then the two of them decided that they were going to try one more time to get rough with me.
How are these two not, like, suspended at this fucking point? Jesus Christ.
So these two fuckholes decided to try and get violent with me one more time. And it just so happens that these dumbasses tried to do it by the tennis courts. During tennis practice. So we had 3 different coaches outside while these two assholes tried to throw hands with me.
These guys sound so fucking dumb.
I don't know that they made it out of high school, if we're being real here.
I don't know that surprises me, if we're being real here.
So here's what was the best part was, instead of it just being the two of them this time, they got a couple more of their buddies to try and hold me, I should say. And they had me pinned up against the tennis court fence. The coaches saw it, and they yell over, like, what the hell's going on? The dumbass that's taking a swing at me, attention is now drawn elsewhere, turns his head, misses me, punches full force.
Dude, these two sound like the dumbass fucking Mahler twins.
This dumbass punches the fucking, not the fence part, the bar.
Yes!
He not only breaks 2 of his fingers from trying to punch me, he then got suspended, and when his parents came and tried to, oh, well, he was getting attacked, like, the three coaches were like, yeah, no, we saw everything that happened. Your kids are dumbasses. So I didn't get in trouble for it, and
first off, good, you shouldn't have. But second off, people like that, I hate with every fiber of my fucking being. So fucking entitled. And just like, Jesus, you fucking dumb fucks. By the way, the school probably should have taken care of them a lot earlier.
Probably, but, dumbasses be dumbasses.
I guess.
But on the plus side, I never had to see their dumbasses again because they got suspended or moved to juvenile detention or some shit like that. And I moved schools the next year, so.
That's good.
Kids fucking stupid, man.
Kids are stupid.
I'm glad I was never a child. I really am.
And thank God I've always been brilliant.
I never got a real childhood, so.
Between carrot juice and attempted, I got fucking, I don't even know what to call that. It's just flat out assault.
Yeah. Well, that's what I love most about, like, 80s and 90s movies is the fucking bullies were always just like, they wouldn't swear. They'd always be like, oh, let's get the dweebo, or come here, you little wuss. And then they'd attempt manslaughter.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I still love I love the movies, and I'm an even bigger fan of the fucking show. But Johnny and Karate Kid was a fucking felon.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
he broke a kid's leg.
Yeah. And also, like, I mean, Mr. Miyagi probably should have been arrested. He beat the fuck out of those kids.
Yeah, true that.
Which is something that, that's what I was going to say about your story. I still have reservations and issues with, I don't know about your high school, but my high school, if, say, someone, exactly what happened to you, people are trying to fight you, and you defend yourself, but you defend yourself by fighting back.
Yeah.
The idea that then you get detention as well,
is
has
so fucking
always been
stupid.
the biggest bullshit to me ever.
That whole zero tolerance bullshit is it's garbage, honestly.
Well, and
And
that's why bullies are able to bully.
mhm.
Huh.
Speaking of who could like children getting their ass kicked, here's an interesting idea. Did you ever watch the series Ben 10?
I love Ben 10.
So here's something about Ben 10 that I find extremely interesting.
I'm also very proud. I got my niece super into Ben 10. She fucking loves it.
Nice. So you know Ben's the Omnitrix, it has the ability to absorb alien DNA and all that, right?
Yeah, Gray Matter made it.
I didn't know all that, but sure.
So
Um,
one of it was created by a gray matter race of alien, not
right,
obviously gray matter himself, but the
right,
idea behind it, it's not actually a weapon. It's so that you can experience what it's like to be other species, and it was meant to be a peace-bringing tool.
right. So here's the thing that I found out about um, the
Is he
Omnitrix.
Omnitrix?
So it doesn't only absorb DNA from them, it makes you the perfect version of that race, right?
Oh, that's smart.
So here's what that means is Ben 10 becomes in theory the strongest member of that race at that point, right?
Which also sucks if you're like the best warrior of that race, and you're like going up against Ben, and he accidentally absorbs your DNA. Then he's immediately better than you.
Right. Well, it gets better. With that logic in mind, if Ben 10 were to ever go up against Superman or Goku, he would fucking destroy them.
Oh God, yeah.
And that, to me, is fucking hilarious. And
That's actually really funny.
like, and like, don't get me wrong, I love reading those like who would win, like so and so or so and so. But at the same time, like it's just so funny to see the idea that you have this fucking 10-year-old kid that just shows up, picks up your abilities, and just fucks you up.
And yet except you'd be able to beat Ben because Ben's thing is he always picks the wrong fucking alien.
Through that.
Ugh. Like there's sometimes, oh my God, sometimes it's just like, how are you this dumb? Stop doing Diamond Head and Forearms. Accelerate,
Yeah.
use him all the time.
Oh,
And
Accelerate was Upgrade was fucking awesome.
Yeah. And if you
And
think about it, Upgrade was like the best one because he was made of like liquid metal too. So
uh-huh.
like he could take any hit.
Oh yeah. Upgrade was fucking great. Like now here's a terrifying thought is like, Upgrade could like make any weapon that he got onto better, right?
Oh yeah.
Imagine if you had Upgrade get a hold of an Omnitrix.
Oh, that's interesting. I
Because
was
that's the thing
thinking like
is
if Upgrade came into contact with like a Terminator.
no, well that would be absolutely horrifying in and of itself. But like you take one of the universe's most powerful, potentially powerful weapons and give it to, you know,
An Upgrade.
Upgrade. You're fucked.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's
yeah.
actually a really cool idea.
Yep.
Now, an issue I have with Ben 10 is I love it. I thought it was a great show. I had a lot of fun with it. It came out when I was in college and I was still watching it because it was just that fucking good.
Yeah.
Then they went and they Teen Titans Go'd it where they gave it much
Oh.
shittier animation and like reworked a bunch of the aliens. And it was like, come on. What are you
So
doing?
here's my thing is they did the original series, then they did the Ultimate Alien or the Alien Force or whatever, which was a decent fucking series. And like they gave him upgrades to it, but they didn't like try and recreate like redo the they didn't try to change the formula, you know?
Exactly. And I liked it. I thought it was really good. And it was like, yeah. But like, and they came out with another version of the show. And I was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, did you ever see the other version of the show?
Like the reboot that they did? No.
That's Stinkfly in it.
Wait. They changed Stinkfly?
Look how much.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
awful.
I kind of like the design of that one.
I agree with you, but not to be a replacement of
Right.
what Stinkfly was, you know?
Right.
Make this
Yeah.
a
No.
different fucking alien.
Like
Give him like lightning powers.
I want to. Okay, I need to pull up the like his alien forms that he can turn into because I don't remember what all of them were.
The original 10 were Wild Beast, which was awesome.
Wild Mutt,
Wild Mutt, thank you.
Wild Mutt.
Heat Wave, Heat Blast,
I think it was Heat Blast or something like that.
Heat Blast, Forearms, Diamond Head, Upgrade, Gray Matter, Ghost Freak, um,
Oh,
Ripjaws. Was that the
found it.
mermaid one?
Hold up, found it. So let's see. We've got. Oh my gosh, these are all. Oh my gosh, they got a list of everything that was in it. Holy shit. Uh,
Share that URL. I'll look at it.
Hold up. All right. So over the course of just the original series, not even the fucking like the not even the recalibrated one for Alien Force, there was like 13 or no, like 18 different aliens.
So,
So there was Artiguana.
Artiguana was great.
I don't remember that one. There was Blitzwolfer.
Artiguana was when he went to Ben 10,000 in the future. Remember?
Oh,
And
okay,
he
that
got
makes sense.
the like frog that could spit ice.
That makes more sense. There was Blitzwolfer, which was like the werewolf type thing.
Werewolf, yeah.
There was Cannonbolt. I remember Cannonbolt because he was fucking awesome. Which also,
Cannibal was also like his first extra one.
it was either I think it was the second one. The first one that showed up was I think
Oh, those little
Wildvine.
electric guys?
No, it was Wildvine.
Was it?
Uh-huh. I actually I remember the episode that he first showed up in. They were Grandpa Max and Ben were being held by a giant fucking mushroom or something, and he
Right.
turned into Wildvine, and Max was like, "What is that?" He's like, "I don't know, beats me." But here's an interesting thought about Cannonbolt: is Cannonbolt when he
And the
rolls
name of
around?
the species in here too. That's great.
Yeah. So Cannonbolt when he turns into himself, or when Ben turns into Cannonbolt, he turns into a ball before he starts rolling around, right?
Right. Dude, I never saw Clockwork on the show. Damn.
Do you think he uses his dick as a joystick when he's driving around?
I mean, wouldn't you if you were him? And no, I don't.
Let's be real here. I mean, obviously it didn't happen, but